Oh God, here we go. Now we got Childish Gambino. My swag Jehovah Witness, dude. It never take a holiday. What's up? You're watching HIVEMIND, the most diminutive show on the internet. My name is Riley Zos. I'm joined by my petite co-host, Graydon. And today we're beginning our search for the best rap lyric of all time. DJ Grant asked our Discord a simple question. What's the best rap lyric of all time? Today we're gonna review your responses to that question and rank them tier list style.
Comment your favorite rap lyric down below.
All right, before we get into it, make sure you like the video, subscribe if you wanna see more, HIVEMINDTV.com for our merch. Our pre-order is probably still up.
Might be the last day.
Either way, HIVEMINDTV.com. We also have our Patreon and our Cameo link to description if you'd like to support us. We have a drop on Copes' website, which is linked down there as well. And memberships are open on the channel. If you'd like to become a member, you get a bunch of exclusive emotes, extra content, roles during the live streams, etc. Thank you to everybody who is supporting us in that way.
You get a knife too.
You get a knife next to your name.
Oh, you tricked me.
First lyric, 5 O's on me like the Olympics, from Earl Sweatshirt's 2010.
Would you say Olympics?
That's how he says it.
Oh, got it.
Let's hear Earl say it.
5 O's on me like the Olympics.
That song's great. Wow. Forgot about it till like right now, honestly.
I know, I just returned to that song recently.
Yeah.
And was like, oh my gosh, this is one of the best rap songs of the past couple years.
It's crazy, yeah.
Yeah, so let's go through the entendres here.
5 O's.
5 O's on me like the Olympics. So that could be 5 ounces.
Of something.
Like 5 ounces of weed, like the Olympics. The Olympics logo is 5 circles. Or 5-0, like the police, is on me. And 5-0 might be on you because you have 5 O's.
Why is 5-0 at the Olympics though?
I've asked myself that question many times. Why do they need to be there?
Yeah.
You know? Seems like a simple security protocol would be fine, but it's always the police.
Yeah, it seems like a bunch of buff athletes could take care of themselves too.
I do think the police at the Olympics would be kind of cool. Like Sting opening the whole thing, you know what I mean?
Oh, that wouldn't be bad.
Sting does all of the national anthems for all the countries. Oh, Canada, oh, Canada. What's the US one? How does it go? This gets a big A from me.
Big
it's
A.
close to an S. This is one of my favorite. Like, I love clever shit like this.
I mean, you invented this kind of rap, so it's cool to see people kind of following you.
Right.
Especially Earl. Big A is cool.
From Denzel Curry's Worst Comes to Worst, they draw guns, so how could lead erase me? Let's hear Denzel say it.
They draw guns, so how could lead erase me?
Entendres here.
They're drawing their weapons on you
So drawing a gun is pulling a gun out.
from your hip, usually.
Usually.
It could be a little shoulder.
Right, it could be something. It could be like here, how could lead erase me? So lead is bullets.
Bullets.
You know?
Yep.
When they say like you fill someone up with lead.
Yeah, people say that.
And it means just shooting them a lot.
It's
okay?
classic. I don't think they're actual lead anymore. They don't want to poison the people they shoot.
It's ethanol now,
Yeah.
right? That's what guns run on. Corn. How could lead erase me? So that means like erase me from existence.
Death.
A pencil has lead in it as well.
As well, yep.
There's like a lot of things that connect, but overall the sentence itself, like they draw guns, so how could lead erase me?
I like it thinking about it like this. Like they're just drawing guns. They're like his enemies are little babies.
Oh, they're like
They're drawing guns. How
Right.
could these little kids erase me? Like I hate to demean your drawing, but like you know what I mean? He's
well,
saying,
you're demeaning Denzel as well, who went to art school and is like an actual illustrator and loves to draw.
well, drawing couldn't kill anyone. Maybe it's not for babies. It's not violent.
Denzel would probably say that his pen is lethal, though.
Yeah, he would. But his ops are not.
I really like all of the ingredients here, but I don't like the presentation.
Fair enough.
I don't like how everything's sitting on the plate.
Yeah.
But every ingredient was great. I think I'm gonna give this a C. It just doesn't connect.
It does though. I like it as a B.
I'll put a letter over my head and a letter over your head.
Thank you.
So what is your letter gonna say?
B.
C.
I think in this game it's important that they know that we might disagree sometimes.
Totally. Next one. Bitch, real G's move in silence like lasagna.
Absolute classic.
This is like would be on the quarter. If Lil Wayne was on the quarter,
Yeah.
it'd say real G's move in silence like lasagna.
Bitch, real G's moving silence like lasagna.
So real G's, meaning real gangsters,
Yes.
move in silence. You're not letting everyone know your next move. Like lasagna. There's a silent G in the word lasagna.
And
What?
it's a silent mode of transportation.
What is?
If you walk on lasagna, you can't be heard. It's like a silencer. If you're sneaking up on people and you time it out right, that you're walking on just little steps of lasagna, they won't
What?
pick it up on sonar.
Sonar?
Yeah.
Like what dolphins and bats use?
If you walk on lasagna, you go silent to sonar. Let's say you're trying to sneak up on a dolphin. Let's say you're breaking him out of SeaWorld and you don't want to spook him because he's institutionalized. So in his mind at that moment, he doesn't want to leave, but you know what's best for him.
Right, sure.
In order to do that, you're going to need to make a path of lasagna and get right up on him. He doesn't know you're coming.
Oh, wait a minute. Real G's could stand for real Garfields.
Real Garfields will love lasagna and hate
Move in
Mondays.
silence like
That's a triple entendre. And since he's a cat, he likes fish, and that explains the dolphin part.
Right. So yeah, obviously there's a lot of moving parts with this one. Definitely a classic. I'm gonna move it down one rung and put it at A. Let me explain why. It's a 1-to-1 ratio entendre. It's great. It's the first time it's ever been said. It's super clever. But with time, I don't think we need to be fixated on this one as much as other ones, you know? Like, this is, like, talked about so much. It's like, all right, let's move on.
I agree. That's how I feel about, like, Greek philosophy, too.
Yeah.
It's like, I get it. Stoicism. It's an S for me, though.
Thank you, Easy.
Thanks, Lil Wayne.
Next, Pusha T from the song Suicide. I build mine off Fed time and dope lines. You caught steam off headlines and cosigns.
I built mine off Fed time and dope lines. You caught steam off headlines and cosigns.
That's from My Name Is My Name, right? That album? God, that album is so good.
We're talking about Pusha's reputation here, correct?
And like his career.
Yeah.
You know, off Fed time and dope lines.
It's a federal crime to distribute cocaine, and that was the business Pusha was in, and that's where he earned his respect. Not from the headlines and cosigns that these other rappers might be.
Is there something I'm missing, or is it just a good rhyme? You know what I mean?
I feel you.
Fed time and dope lines, headlines and cosigns. Great rhyme scheme.
Mm-hmm.
Is there an entendre that I'm missing?
Yeah, is caught steam. Caught steam. I'm trying to say it maybe. Caught steam. Cosigns. COSI, a famous kind of science playhouse for children, for them to learn science interactively.
Renamed Imagination Station.
Exactly,
Yeah.
but formerly known as COSI.
Cosines could be a math thing. Cosines, tangents. Pusha T goes on tangents.
Okay.
These are the signs that
Yeah.
Pusha T's next tangent.
Yeah.
See, I think Pusha T has better bars. This is just a whatever bar to me. I mean, it's well written.
It's hard.
It's classic Pusha T. It's hard, but I gotta go C on it.
I'm going C on it as well. We can agree. Yet
Yeah.
again.
Now we got, oh, Jesus Christ. Danny Brown on One Train. Bitch pussy smell like a penguin. Wouldn't hit that shit with my worst enemy's penis.
A lot to unpack here.
Bitch pussy smell like a penguin. Wouldn't hit that shit with my worst enemy's penis.
But then he says it, and I'm like, yeah.
I mean, he says a lot of shit that nobody else could say and get away with.
Yeah.
First off, what does a penguin smell like?
I don't know. Is there much to smell in like Antarctica?
It's not like everybody knows what a penguin smells like.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have a smell in your mind when he says smells like a penguin.
Unless you worked at the zoo.
You just know from context clues that it's a bad smell.
I imagine it is fishy.
Right. I guess maybe it's the fish diet.
I think that's what that's what's going on here.
Ah, okay.
These suckers slurp down slimy little herrings, anchovies, shit like that. That little sea fish.
Oh, okay. Smell like a penguin. So
Yeah.
fish diet.
Got
Okay.
it.
Hey, fair play.
I like this second line just because it's so reductive.
Uh-huh.
You'd usually say, you know, I'm not going to touch that or hit that in this instance with a 10-foot pole, maybe.
Right. The Grinch.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't that from the Grinch song? He says like 10-foot pole.
I
It's like
wouldn't
that.
hit that shit with a 10-foot pole. He
Well,
said.
not about the pussy.
Oh.
The Grinch isn't. The Grinch song doesn't talk about pussy
Okay.
or anything, but it says something about like I wouldn't shake his hand with a 34-foot pole
Yeah.
or something like that.
Usually it's a unit of measurement and a pole. In this instance, it's just Danny's worst enemy's penis.
It's like when you say I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
Right, yeah. It's like that.
Like I wouldn't hit that shit if I had my worst enemy's penis. Amazing thought, first of all.
I don't think he has it. I think he has control of it.
That's what I mean. He has
Yeah.
control of his.
The guy's like, whoa.
he has control of his worst enemy's penis, and still, even then, he wouldn't hit this pussy.
This penguin pussy.
This penguin smelling pussy. Yeah.
Just penguin pussy, I feel like, is good for alliteration. sake.
Right, penguin pussy. Yeah.
Penguin pussy. I love this line only when he says it, though I hate saying it myself. I guess the greatest line of all time is something kind of unites everyone.
Right.
We can all say it. And this, just leave it to Danny.
A.
B.
I just think the mind that can come up with the second line is one of the things that makes Danny Brown's music so great. Next, 21 Savage from Treacherous Twins. I don't show ID at clubs because they know that I'm 21. We talked about this one in our review of Her Loss.
Whoa, I don't show ID at clubs because they know that I'm 21.
So to explain this one, you have to show your ID to get into a club to prove that you were 21 years of age.
Correct.
Anybody who looks under the age of 35, you gotta card them. Famous people often do not have to provide provide their ID because they're famous.
They're recognizable.
They're recognizable. If Lil Wayne walks up, they're not checking his ID to get into a club.
Yeah.
It's just not gonna happen. 21 Savage is a famous person, so they probably do not check his ID. Because his name is 21 Savage, the double entendre is that they know that he is at least the legal drinking age in the US, and also he is 21 Savage, which is his name. Not my favorite song on Her Loss, but probably 21's standout bar of that album.
I agree, but I have some problems with it.
Okay, go ahead.
When I first heard it, all I could think to myself is, wow, how did it take him that long to say that? And it would be an S tier bar if he had said it when he was 20. He's too old for this to be that great of a bar right now, is what I'm saying.
You're saying if he was underage, you think it'd be better?
Like, he doesn't have to show ID at the clubs. He walks right in because he is 21. He doesn't have to be 21. He is 21.
I understand that, I guess, but I think it's the double entendre works both ways. I think you're harping on the wrong part of it.
It's great. I'm just saying it would be amazing if he had said it a few years ago.
I don't care when he says it. To me, it's an A. It's not an S, but it's very clever. It almost makes me think Drake came up with it for him, because I know that Drake wrote some of 21's verses on this album, and it sounds like something Drake would be like, I got the craziest one for you.
Maybe.
We don't know that, but
It's a C for me.
that's crazy. Next, we got Joey Badass from Survival Tactics. I got them girls next to the wood like they light year. I'm right here. Trying to get a buzz, trying to pollinate. Steez got that presidential shit, time to inaugurate.
Got them girls next to the wood like they like, yeah. I'm right shit, trying to get a buzz, trying to pollinate. Steve's got that presidential shit, time to inaugurate.
He sounds so young.
I got them girls next to the wood like they light year. So being next to the wood, I'm thinking basketball.
Courtside.
Courtside, next to the wood.
Right, me too.
You weren't thinking, you pointed at your dick, like.
No, it's pointed at the floor. Am I what?
Okay, sorry, hey, whatever. Okay.
You are disgusting, bro.
I think the second part of the entendre could be the wood like that. I got them girls next to my wood. They're near my penis.
I didn't even think about that. Hard penis.
They're adjacent to my penis. Yeah, they're
Hard
close.
penis.
They're near my hard penis.
Okay.
Next to the wood like they Lightyear. So Buzz Lightyear and Woody, Toy Story's dynamic duo.
Woody and Buzz, best friends. Always next to each other. Inseparable.
Trying to get a Buzz Lightyear.
That is Lightyear's first name.
And then also trying to pollinate. So bees.
Buzz, buzz, bees, buzz.
Bees buzz, and they also pollinate.
True.
So that means I don't want just a buzz. I'm trying to get in there. I'm trying to make the whole thing happen. I'm trying to bud a flower. My career is going to be a blooming flower. And then Steez got that presidential shit. So this is about Capital Steez.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace to Capital Steez, who's on the song with Joey and is also Joey's partner in Pro Era. Kind of a dynamic duo themselves. Almost the Woody and Buzz
Of Pro Era.
Of Pro Era.
Of the New York scene of 2012. And now presidents, when they get elected, are inaugurated.
So saying that Steez has what it takes to be president, time to inaugurate him. The president of rap.
It's time.
I will say, had Capital Steez not tragically passed away, he would be
One of the greatest.
One of the greatest.
Yeah.
Like, was a fan. And Joey's a fantastic rapper in his own right. Definitely took kind of like a winding route to where he is now. He did TV. He's done a lot of different things. And he's very talented. I think Capital Steez would have been more like a J. Cole type of character.
Yeah.
Straight focused.
Rapping.
Great verse. This one is like, it's just kind of that New York rap. Sometimes doesn't do punchlines the way I like them. It's very like spread across the verse where you got a lot of different words that connect.
Yeah.
And it's cool. JayZ does it, and he does a very good job of it.
Nas classically
Nas is-
tying together lines, and you're like, whoa, and they're like, 43 lines ago he said this, which led to this.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay.
So to me, this is like a beat.
This is an S for me. This is poetry.
Next we got from the Danger Mouse and Black Thought album. This is from the song Aquamarine. I walked around with the iron for any wrinkle in time.
A lot to unpack here.
Is there?
I don't know, let's hear him say it.
As I walked around with the iron for any wrinkle in time.
Wrinkle in Time's a movie, right?
Probably. But he walked around with that iron.
Yeah, that's a gun.
The iron is a gun for any wrinkle in time. You iron out wrinkles in your clothes.
Okay, sure.
Usually at a hotel. I guess it's because you pack your clothes all tight. And they're always wrinkled. That's a story for another time.
A Wrinkle in Time also, and I didn't have to look this up, by the way, is a novel from 1962, a sci-fi novel that won the Newbery something prize. I didn't finish reading that part. And also is a movie that they made in 2018.
Starring.
Somebody, probably. Wrinkle in Time's also a phrase.
Right. And it's for like a strange part in time, or just like if you're calling back to anything, like a That was a wrinkle in time, the Reggie Bush USC era.
What a wrinkle in time that was, the Bush push, yeah.
Electric on the field. It is great having lunch with you. I love these little dates. This one's
lunch, we're not eating at all.
There's something weird. Maybe if, I don't know, is it a reference to the book? Is it just the phrase? I get it, you iron out wrinkles and you got a gun on you.
It's just, Black Thought's like one of the best rappers of all time and does all this crazy acrobatic shit. And to me, this is just like, I feel like I'm missing something because it's not that crazy.
Yeah, it's like a good C for me.
C. Yeah. Now we got JayZ from So Appalled. Not only am I fly, I'm fucking not playing. What?
Not only am I fly, I'm fucking not playing.
Is there anything to unpack here at all?
I think he's saying not playing.
Oh, I'm fucking not playing. Jesus Christ.
You know what I mean? And I didn't
God.
get it until I heard him say it, and I'm like, wow.
I didn't even remember this bar from this song. Wow. No, that sucks ass. Like, that
I
should
like
be...
it.
If I said that, you would roll your eyes so hard.
You would never sound like JayZ, and that's what makes it such a good bar. He's saying,
Oh.
plane! Like,
I would
only...
never sound like JayZ.
Now say plane.
I'm fucking not playing.
See, it's kind of funny. It's kind of genius, man.
People hate my JayZ impression, by the way.
Too much quiver.
I'm doing the choked up quiver,
Yeah,
JayZ.
too much quiver.
That's like the only way. It's exaggerated.
You sound like JayZ being held hostage for like 2 weeks.
I sound like if JayZ took a bunch of perks.
Oh,
Like, it's kind of stuck in the back of his throat.
I love this one just for like it's clever only because he's making use of his gift, his voice.
What? This is so bad.
It's awesome. Not only is he fly, he is dressed nice. And the main thing that is fly, people think of fly, fly, fly. What does it?
Bug.
Planes and birds and bugs, correct.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
bugs usually comes in around 3.
Right.
Planes, birds,
Rockets.
bugs. Rockets isn't 5th. Can you guess 4?
E.T.'s bicycle.
E.T.'s bicycle. Yeah, people think of planes when they think of fly.
Right.
But JayZ's fly and he's not playing. Because that's how
Which means he's either bird, bugs, E.T.'s bicycle, or rocket. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Oh, he's fly, he's playing. That's what you think. You see how fly JayZ is when he comes in.
Right.
Man, is he fly. The guy must be playing.
But he's not playing.
He's not playing.
F.
S.
I knew we'd get some Babytron on here.
Had to.
Eighth wonder of the world, Babytron. Destroy his whole clique, now he lonely like opium.
Destroy his whole clique, now he lonely like opium.
All right, let's break this one down.
Okay.
Destroy his whole clique.
Murder his friends.
Yeah, murder his friends, eviscerate them.
Yeah.
Eviscerate a whole group of people.
Yeah.
Okay. Now he lonely like opium. So this is pertaining to Opium, which is Playboi Carti's label. And particularly, one of the label's artists, Destroy Lonely, who you guys may be familiar with for his song No Stylist.
He destroyed the clique. Now he's lonely.
So this guy's friends were all killed by Babytron.
Yeah.
Babytron murdered all of this guy's friends.
And he is lonely now because he is without friends.
all of his friends have been killed, so he is lonely because they were all destroyed by
Yep.
Babytron.
Correct.
Now,
He has to smoke opium.
it really starts and stops there. I think Babytron has much better bars than this one. This is definitely a standout because it's a reference. And I think references get a few points in the attention thing, because you're like, oh, this bar's crazy. He basically showed that he knew who Destroy Lonely was.
Exactly.
You know?
It's just like, oh, Babytron listens to Destroy Lonely. That's sick. I do too.
Babytron's probably top 5 in the power rankings for this type of segment. Like when we continue to do this.
Yeah.
But this one's like a C to me.
Yeah, it's a C for me as well.
We love Babytron though. Babytron has a lot of S's and A's in his catalog. This one's just a C for me because I think it's just a reference, but it's nice. Kendrick Lamar on High Power. I got my finger on the motherfucking pistol. Aiming it at a pig, Charlotte's Web is gonna miss you.
I love turning a children's story violent.
Got my finger on the motherfucking pistol, aiming it at the pig. Charlotte's Web is going to miss you.
So I got my finger on the motherfucking pistol. That's just a setup. Scene 1, Kendrick's got his finger on the pistol. Aiming it at a pig. Pig meaning a cop here. Police officer.
Correct.
Pig.
Swine.
Bacon. Honey baked ham. Pork chop. Fried bologna. To each her own, I eat chicharrones. Yeah,
Let's
that's what I'm
go.
talking about. Okay. Pig, also a farm animal. Charlotte's Web is gonna miss you. Charlotte's Web is a children's book about a pig who befriends a spider.
Charlotte is said spider.
Charlotte's the spider.
And it's her web.
The pig's name, ooh, it's Wilbur.
Wilbur.
Right?
Wilbur!
Wrong. You're thinking of Castaway, that's Wilson.
No, I wasn't thinking of cat. Wilbur. I know what Wilson is.
Okay, Wilson's the volleyball from
The
Castaway.
farmer. The farmer says, Wilbur. He
I know,
says,
but you said Wilbur. You said it's either Alvin and the Chipmunks or Wilson from Castaway. It's kinda
maybe
your
all
vibe.
those things are at play. a man of many influences. I was kind of doing my own thing.
Whatever.
Wilbur.
Charlotte's Web is gonna miss you. I kind of feel like this one is pretty like a cheap connection between the two.
Yeah, it's not
It feels
great.
like kind of like a filler thing going on. And for Kendrick, who is probably the best rapper alive.
Yeah, Kendrick said some shit that I didn't get until years later, and I understand this one right away.
Or I don't. I mean, if there's something deeper here, then maybe I don't get it. And
What if like Charlotte's Web was like a 70s court case and it has something to do with pistols? I don't know. It could, I don't know what else it could really mean. It's not high on my list, and Kendrick bars though.
Did you hear about the sequel they made of that book? Every page is an NFT. It's called Charlotte's Web 3. They skipped over 2. I can't believe I'm going to say this for Kendrick Lamar. This is a C for me.
What's a C? Take it or leave it, really.
Great song, though. This song should not have been left off our Kendrick bracket.
That's true.
That was a complete mistake by all of us. We just forgot to put it in there. Great song.
Great song.
Oh, God, here we go. Now we got Childish Gambino, who, in a weird way, is kind of like a top 5 power rankings for this segment as well, in a completely different way.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a Childish Gambino bar in every single episode of this, probably, and they're either gonna be like the best or worst shit I've ever heard. I swag Jehovah Witness, dude. It never take a holiday.
My swag Jehovah Witness, dude, it never take a holiday.
Here's the thing I'll say.
Sure.
And he's obviously very inspired by this person. If Lil Wayne said that in 2009, we'd all be like, dang, he said that shit. That's
Sure.
what we'd say.
Yeah, there are some bars that if said by Lil Wayne or if said by Kanye West, people would love, and they'd be beloved lines that when Childish Gambino says them, we all roll our eyes.
If Childish Gambino said the lasagna line, we'd be like, boo, like boring, like,
Real G's move in silence like lasagna.
and you'd be like, all right, man, jeez.
Yeah. So let's break this down
Sure.
at least. My swag, Jehovah Witness.
The door-to-door salesman of religion. A shaved head, kind of default-looking white person, maybe 19 to like 29.
Yeah.
Kind of in that range. Young, clueless, doesn't really know what's going on, and is just out there to spread the word of the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And that's usually what they'll ask you.
Yeah.
Do you have time to hear about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ? And you will say, fuck off, and slam the door in their face.
Right.
Or, like my family, you hide behind the couch and turn all the lights off until they leave the porch.
His swag never takes a holiday. Means like
No days off.
for Childish Gambino's swag. He always has it on.
Even like January 1st.
Jehovah Witness.
Probably don't have holidays, religious holidays.
It must be that. They don't have religious holidays, or it's just like no days off. These dudes are going door to door every single day. It's like, take a break, will ya?
I think that is kind of the case because they will go on days they expect people to be home so they can more effectively spread the word.
Oh, yeah, they'll go
know what I
on
mean?
like, they'll
You'll
go on
holidays,
Easter.
you'll go on
yeah.
Sunday.
Yeah, D.
Yeah, a D.
Zach Fox on Shut the Fuck Up Talking to Me. My guy's barbaric. Shit could get ugly as fuck like Ed Sheeran. Catch you on your off day like Ferris. Shoot you in your larynx. Holy shit.
Barbaric, barbarism.
My niggas barbaric, shit can get ugly as fuck like Ed Sheeran. Catch you on your off day like Ferris, shoot you in your larynx.
Zach Fox's group of friends is barbaric.
They are a bunch of barbarians.
They're barbarians.
Which are like some of the earliest humans. That's how you would describe some early humans.
Yeah, ruthless beasts. Vikings would be barbaric, you know?
Oh, yeah.
It'd be like, oh, this is brutal. Like, people don't do that anymore. There's rules.
I'm saying even earlier, too. I'm thinking like caveman shit.
Totally. They're
chasing woolly mammoths off
Absolutely.
mountains, throwing their kids on big spikes because the stars told them to do.
seeing a kid with a birthmark and throwing him down a mountain.
Cutting them in half a certain way depending on where the birthmark is to appease the tree spirit.
Shit could get ugly as fuck like Ed Sheeran.
One of the more self-explanatory lines we've had all day.
Totally. Ed Sheeran is ugly as shit.
He is a hideous beast.
And shit could get ugly, meaning the situation could escalate into a place where things are going wrong and you wouldn't like how it looks.
Yeah, you wouldn't want my barbaric friends to escalate this situation or it could get ugly.
Catch you on your off day like Ferris.
Ferris Bueller's Big Day Off. A great movie.
Great movie.
A good time about a high school student.
Ferris Bueller,
Played by
Matthew Broderick,
correct.
voice of Simba,
Plays a little day of hooky.
has the time of his GD life.
You know what? When you really think about it though, and you kind of learn who Ferris is just in those brief moments leading up to like pulling his friends out of school, pretending to be his girlfriend's father, famously making out with her. You kind of learn that maybe every day is like that. He's got a pulley system and a fake body in his bed. He's got like a secret whistle that he blows and a pigeon comes and like turns his Xbox off for him in case he forgets.
Right.
And he seems to be very well off. And so maybe, just maybe, Every day is like that for Ferris. But this was just his day off.
It was his big day off.
It was big.
Yeah, he performed in a parade. He went to the Cubs game. He went to the art museum. One of the best art museums in the world, by the way, Chicago. Zach Fox here is talking about catching you on your off days. That means like
most days you might be alert.
Yeah, you're more alert on a day where you're working and you got a lot of stuff to do. This is you taking a day off, no stress, just relaxing, and all of a sudden you get caught by one of Zach's barbaric friends. Exactly. Or Zach, if he's hanging out with barbarians, he lest he become one.
You are the company you keep.
Shoot you in your larynx,
which is right here, I believe. That is like your windpipe.
Yeah, it's right here somewhere.
That is a scientific term for your windpipe, I believe.
That would give you a pretty bad case of laryngitis, getting shot in your larynx.
Absolutely, it would most likely kill you.
Right. Yeah.
At least it would take away your ability to speak probably for the rest of your life, so you wouldn't be able to talk shit. Which probably is what got you into this situation in the first place.
Yeah, shut the fuck up talking to me. This gets an A from me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna withhold my S until I want to continue our search for the best rap lyric of all time. I don't think we found it today.
This gets an A from me as well.
I'll say that my favorite of the day is probably the Earl bar and the Lil Wayne lasagna bar, obviously.
Of course. I really love Joey's bar. That was a great memory, nostalgic. And then JayZ's bar kind of takes the cake for me.
Jesus Christ. Comment your favorite rap lyric of all time. What is the best rap lyric of all time? We want to find it. Let us know if you like this series, if you want us to do it more. Also join our Discord. That's where Grant asks for a lot of this stuff and for stuff for other games. Other than that, make sure you like the video, subscribe if you want to see more. All that stuff that I said at the beginning. And Graydon leaves these wonderful people with some advice to leave or live their lives by.
Every dog has its day and every cat stinks like shit.
All right, this has been HIVEMIND TV. Love you, appreciate you, and we'll see you in the next one.
Look, it's off.
Show them your full range of motion.
Not bad, right?
It looks pretty normal, honestly.
That's 1 week out.
It's been
1 week since you shook my hand.
You got your arm ripped off at a safari.
Jehovah's Witness is like their patron saint.
That's not true.
Yeah, Jehovah's Witness. He's a guy who witnessed something named Jehovah.
Nope, Jehovah is another name for God.
No.
Yes, it is.
Not in their religion. It's like a little guy. I've seen the book. It's like Scientology. You have to pay to see more, and I paid him a lot. So
Jehovah's another name for God. Like Elohim or Yahweh. And so they're witnesses to Jehovah.
Who's a little guy named Jehovah.
It's just
who witnessed something. Great.
Right. LeBron in 2007.
That would be the thing that makes the most sense.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the new Zach Fox song. He mentioned me, said I was ugly as fuck. That don't bother me. I don't care what they say about me, man. I got a wife who loves me. Just had a baby in it. Shape of You, man. What a smash hit, man, huh?
This got ugly quick.